Hello, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to your weekly forecast. This is from April the 19th to the 25th. We're gonna dive in. There's a lot going on, but there's always a lot going on. Yeah, so that's how the sky is. Anyway, welcome to my channel. My name is Raisa Lima. I am an astrologer using Western Tropical Zodiac Astrology and the whole house sign system. So once again, I would recommend that you start by watching your rising sign first or your ascendant, then your sun and your moon. Why? Because I put your chart with Taurus at 0 degrees in the ascendant. So the houses will make more sense. Okay, let's dive in. I'm going to start sharing my screen. And we're going to go on. There's a lot going on as usual. Taurus, as Venus gonna leave your sign this week. Sorry to say, gonna shift to Gemini. In the middle of the week, but let's start. As you can see, my chart, we have 0 degrees here. In Taurus, we start the week. Did I cast chart? I did not. Wait. Sorry. Go back. Oh, no. It's going on the 19th. Yeah. I knew it. We don't start the week with the moon in Leo. We end the week. Moon in Leo. We start the week. The moon is still in your sign. The moon is is in Taurus. Shika. The F. Sorry, my dog's going crazy. Every time the neighbors arrive, I think, or something, she goes crazy. Or maybe it's my son. I doubt it. Anyway, so the day starts soft. Yeah, but it doesn't end that way. Okay, the moon is at 22 degrees here, making a beautiful alignment, a conjunction with Venus in your sign. And it's in your first house. It's all about your identity, your persona, your ego, your physical body. So the morning and an early day feel very grounded, feel sensual, you feel emotionally steady, you're craving peace and comfort and all of that. That even connections, people around you are feeling that you know it feels safe and real with you. But then on the same day, we have those two guys here, Mars and Saturn in conjunction, and they are on your 12th house. Okay, so this is everything that's happening there with them in all this fire energy in Aries is behind the scenes. Everything's happening in the subconscious level. So I would say that all those planets, they are preparing something for you for the future to come around after your birthday, because it's coming, right? It's coming. So Mars and Saturn conjuncting Aries is that underneath this calm and grounded energy that you feel, there is a pressure to act with intention. Or Saturn here is actually building up something for you. He is structuring something. It's a disciplined energy. Okay, it's not impulsive, but it's something's asking for commitment, effort, or a clear boundary, and this is related to your subconscious, I would say. For me, the way I see you, and there is this stallion of planets in the 12th house, is that they are building something for your future. After your birthday, all of this will come to clarity. Because Saturn, especially Saturn, is the ruler of your 9th house and also your 10th house. So maybe about your beliefs, about your about learning. Yeah, he's doing something behind the scenes for you, maybe to go back learning something or start learning something new, or also regarding your career or your drive or where you're going, what you want to pursue. But it's going to come into clarity very soon. Okay. What else do we have on this day? We have the sun here at the very last degrees, the last day of the sun in Aries. Then the sun will shift to your sign. And he is same squaring, not a big deal to Uranus. So that can bring some inner surprises or some, how can I say, yeah, it's something shifting behind the scenes, something, there is some breakthroughs. Yeah, you might feel that. So yeah, it's an emotional awakening energy, especially for you. Not necessarily chaotic, but definitely unpredictable. Okay, let's move to Monday. Monday, the 20th, the day opens with a major shift in energy as the moon leaves Taurus, leaves your sun, and the moon now is entering Gemini, and also the sun now is going to your sign. So the sun enters Taurus, and we move out of Aries fires into Earth. Yeah, that's where things start to slow down. Slow down. Now the sun is in your sign and will be there for the next 30 days. It's your birthday. Your birthday is coming. You might have your solar return very soon. Um, and it's your season. And you know, Taurus, you're all about stability and money and self-worth and the body as well. So there is some energy coming into your self-realization. The first house is the self, is the ego, is your traits as well, your characteristic, your outlook, your sense of expression, your self-image to others, your identity. Yeah, so now this all will start to flourish for this new year for you that starts this month. No more rushing, okay? About consistency, patience, and results that last, because that's what you want. And what else? We have the moon in Gemini. So the moon in Gemini is trining Pluto. That's going to be early in the morning before you wake up. For us, it's going to be around 6 a.m. here in Dubai time. Again, we are UTC +4. Make your mathematics. There's a whole story here with the moon. Because first, the moon's going to trine Pluto. And then the moon, I'm not going to talk about those guys, but then it's going to sextile Mercury and Saturn in conjunction with Mars as well. So right away, your mind is switched to a deeper level, and then conversations, realizations, or something you read can shift your perspective completely. Again, 10th house is all about your career. Second house is about your money. So there is a sense, an emotion, a feeling that either you need to communicate on something, or you have to go on social media, or you have to publish, or you have to sell, or you have to write. And Pluto here is bringing this detached transformation. Yeah, detached because it's Aquarius. That's how you start the day on Monday. It's a mental power with inside, I would say. And then the moon will sextile Mercury and Saturn in conjunction and Mars. So it's when the morning peak. And this is a rare moment where everything lines up. So your thoughts, Mercury, your structure, Saturn, and your actions, Mars. So the moon will be activating all of that, and you are able to think clearly, decide quickly, and act efficiently. Although they are all on your 12th house, again, as I said, they are working behind the scenes. The moon here is in your second house. It's about your material possessions. Okay. So it's a grounded new chapter, yeah, that begins with a sharp, focused mind ready to make smart moves. That's what I would say. Yeah, so slow doesn't mean stuck, right? It means you're finally building something that lasts. As we move to Tuesday, whew. Sorry, I need to yawn, but I can't. Whew. Not coming. Yes, okay. Sorry. Sometimes I have this, like I talk too much and then I need to catch my breath and I can't. Okay, that's where the weeks get serious here. All right, so the moon still in Gemini uh, mm, is yeah still very curious and communicative and so on. Mm. What do we have? First, we have this conjunction, the same as the day before, yeah, between Mars and Saturn, and yeah, which can bring some laser focused communication. Decisions are fast, all happening for you behind the scenes. I'm not going to go back there. Um, but be mindful again because it's Aries, and now we have Mercury here. Could be a bit like, okay, say what you need to say or do what you need to do, but nothing major. With all this energy in Aries in your 12th house, the only thing I would say to be mindful, to be careful with Mars and Mercury, that could be when it comes to accidents or things like that. 12th house is the house of prison and it's also the house of hospital. I don't like to say that, but with so much fire energy, just be mindful, especially when you're driving. Okay. Because Mercury is transportation, Mars is aggression. Yeah. So with all this energy here, just be very careful throughout the month with your health in general so that you don't end up in hospital. I done. I said it. I didn't want to, but I had to. So what else? So the moon sextiling Chiron. Where's the moon? Moon here. Yeah. It's Chiron, 26 degrees. This is gonna happen in the afternoon, which is again, remember, like it's a soft opening. That's not bad. It's a moment of emotional awareness, I would say, on Tuesday afternoon. So it's either a conversation, realization, or even a quiet moment that can bring healing through understanding. Yeah. And the second house with 12 house, maybe something around your self-worth, how you see yourself. You come to realization that maybe you weren't valuing yourself as much as you actually are so special. And you're like, shit, I'm much better than I portray myself. Could be. Uh, Wednesday, 22nd. I want to share something with you guys because you see this. I have an agenda and I have every year since long time. And I write down, for example, I'm going to put on the day camera. You see, for example, here, I write down on the bottom Mars with Pluto. So I keep writing down. So sometimes I go back to see what happened when we had the same energy. Yeah, because it's all about astrology. It's about pattern recognition, cycle repetition. So we keep seeing those planets interacting with each other over and over and over. And then if you take notes and you look back, you'll understand like, okay, yeah, this happened on this day and I felt that way, or this, wow, on this day, something miracle is, I don't know, something very important or very special happened. And what was the alignment on that day? So once you see those things, you understand better and everything starts to make sense. And you see that astrology is actually a big tool you can use at your favor. Anyway, let's go to Wednesday, April 22nd. So now this day, emotions will take the lead because now the moon is leaving Gemini and is entering her home, her domicile in Cancer. Okay, so the logic takes a break. goes to the back seat, and now the nurturing feeling, the emotions. It's it's all about emotions and feelings together. On this day, we have the sun at 2 degrees, making a semi-sextile. Again, not a big aspect, just two neighbors trying to talk to each other, trying to understand each other, with Neptune in Aries. And it's a subtle haze over everything. Okay, so you may feel inspired or slightly lost too. Either one, grounded but unsure. So the sun in Taurus is looking for stability, wants to feel stable, wants to feel grounded. Neptune, especially on the 12th house, because Neptune is the subconscious, is spirituality as well. It is a favorable aspect they are doing to each other, but Neptune tends to dissolve things or to dissolve. So it can be confusing at times. Yeah, feeling again about your identity, your subconscious mind. This is great for spirituality. Great. Like the sun is really highlighting and pushing you here to be more to your practice, to believe in yourself, because Aries is the self as well. So Neptune in the self is with the sun here in the which is the ego in Taurus, is believe in yourself. Okay, be be your own god, be your own guru. uh what else do we have? The moon enter Cancer, I said that. It's emotional, yeah. It's home, memories, sensitivity, comfort on your third house with your siblings in the local neighborhood where you live. Yeah, could be about the mind, the way you think, you speak, you write, telling, publishing things. Those are all third house. Okay, so, but then there is a series of square on this day. It's true. Oh my God, yeah. Because of all these planets here, you have Saturn, Mars, and Mercury, and the moon gonna square all of them, as you can see here. Oof, one by one. Pop, pop. So, and that's a lot, okay? It's go from early morning all the way to the afternoon, actually until the next day. So it's overwhelmed, can be reactive with the moon is all about emotions, yeah, misunderstood or just too much. Uh-huh. Okay, yeah, just be careful because what did I write here? Squares, yeah. Yeah, you might wake up already feeling off, that they can bring little triggers that builds up. Not a day to push, it's a day to protect your energy. Yeah, with the moon, it's all the moon in Cancer is big feelings, feeling expressive, feeling like you want to say things and stuff. But then with Saturn, is asking here for you to have structure, discipline, is restricting your feelings as well. Mars is giving a push to act, maybe to bring some anger, some frustration, and then Mercury here is say it, say what do you think, what do you think, what do you want to say, what are you feeling, it's like want to express your feelings. Everything is building inside of you, in your, remember I said behind the curtains, 12th house is in your inner self. So you might feel a little bit anxious, frustrated, anger this day. So be gentle, be go if you Taurus, you need to be grounded. Yeah, go walk barefoot. Grounding is actually very good when you're feeling all of that. Moving to Thursday. Yeah, again, I say on Wednesday, don't take any big decision. Okay. On Thursday, so this day, the moon is still in Cancer. And the first thing it's gonna do is gonna be at 3 a.m. here in Dubai. It's gonna conjunct here Jupiter. Yeah. And then square. I said it already. Okay. 3 a.m. here in Dubai. So it's gonna be in the middle of the night, but you're gonna feel it when you wake up. And this is emotional expansion at its finest. So feelings are big, are warmer, more generous, but there's always a but. Jupiter expand, but expansion can be good, can be bad. So if you're feeling negative, it will expand that feeling. If you're feeling positive, it will expand that feeling. So it's exaggerating, it's putting a magnifier glass on something. So watch out your emotions. Try to wake up in a good mood, or in the mindset of being grateful, of being happy, and that will expand. So on your third house, it is about your neighborhood, your communication, your mindset, the way you think. The way you think is very aligned, and it's expanded with the way you feel. Yeah, mind and heart in a flow. And on this day, we have the sun in Taurus, by the way, sextile in Neptune. This is ongoing. This keeps going. It's going to be on for the whole week. For the whole week, yeah, for a few days, for 7 days. So you're not forcing things, but you're feeling them. It's good for creativity and intuitions, for dreams, for hypnotherapy, any kind of therapy, yoga, everything that is connecting to your inner self is highlighted here. The sun will make it warmer as it does. Yeah. On the same day, we have Venus now conjuncting Uranus. This is also an energy that's been going on for the whole week. And it's going to be stronger, exact. I think it's on this day in the evening, on the 24th, the next day. Yeah, on the next day. And this can bring some unexpected attraction, sudden shifts in feelings, desire for freedom in love, or money. I mean, because it's Taurus, but it's in your first house. So it's self-love, I think it's love to the self here. And Uranus might bring some surprises or some clarity or some breakthroughs regarding the way you feel to yourself. Could be also in relationships, why not? But those are the themes. It could even be with work and career, because Uranus is ruling your 10th house, which is in your midheaven. So it could be your public life, your career, or some surprise with some authority figure, some authority figure. Those are the themes. Yeah, so expect the unexpected, as we say. It's not stable, but it's awakening energy. I even have a closing line for this day. I wrote down, not all surprises are disruptions. Some are exactly what you didn't know you needed. Yeah. So on Friday, Friday 24, now what do we have? The moon shifting to Leo. And but before, we have Venus, your planet, now leaving your first house and leaving your sign and entering Gemini. So now here, love gets lighter, faster, and more curious. more flirtatious as well. It's fun, it's connection, stimulation, but it's less consistent as well. So there is flirtation, as I said, conversations, options, and Venus will be on your second house for this month. Oh, sorry, for 4 to 5 weeks, and she's here bringing love, romance, beauty through money and possessions. So my battery is gonna die. Please don't die. Let me see what I can do. Maybe I can charge. Sorry, guys. I need to charge this. If you can still see me. Okay. Not exactly straight, but this is not good. Why? Better? Sorry. I had to put my charger. See, it's all in one shot because I don't edit videos. I don't know how to do that, and I don't want to learn by now. I have too much on my plate already. And I'm drinking my Coca-Cola. So yeah, the moon enters Leo, and I wrote down now the heart wants to be seen. Okay, the moon in Leo is when the confidence rises, emotions become expressive, and there is a desire to enjoy life again. This is creativity, attention, playfulness, romance through emotion. On your fourth house, which could be related to your roots, your family, your home. So you feel like you're more playful, you're more confident or more expressive, and bringing all of that to your family, your home, your house, or to real estate as well. But we have again a bunch of energy. Now, remember there was some squares. This time we have a lot of trines, which are good with from the moon to first to Neptune and then to Saturn and then to Mars. So at 5 in the morning, the moon will trine Neptune. So the day starts soft, inspired. 5 in the morning, you're probably gonna still be sleeping. I'll wake up 5:30. Yeah, almost dreamy, creative energies, high intuition flows easily. Write down your dreams. I would suggest at 9 a.m. the moon's gonna be opposing Pluto, 5 degrees, 5 degrees. You can see here, I even put 9 a.m. They are in opposition, so there is some intensity, power dynamics, and emotional triggers, and there might be some moment of truth that can surface regarding your family, your roots, or your career. So it's a pull and push energy, yeah, wanting to be, maybe you want to be at home, you want to stay at home, you wake up like, I don't want to go to work, but then there is something in your work, um, in your career, in your profession that you need to take care of. At 2:20, the Dubai time, again, UTC plus 4 makes the mathematics. The moon will trine Saturn first. Stability returns, you regain control, emotional maturity kicks in. At 8 p.m., the moon trine Mars, then there is confidence, action, and momentum. When I say the time, guys, this energy, because the moon moves 1 degree every 2 hours, it's throughout the day, but it will be stronger, because even if I put here at 9 in the morning, you can see already those energies, they're already happening, yeah? The moon 5 degrees and Mars, for example, at 11, they are 6 degrees apart. So they're already trining each other. So this energy is throughout the day, but it will build up. It will be at its peak, let's say for Mars at 8 p.m. And then it will go down again. So it goes up and down, but it's happening through the whole day. And that's confidence, action, and momentum. So yeah, it's bold and expressive energy. Okay, so you have all these trines, so the moon making a very good alignment with your emotions and whatever is being structured here in your life. And yeah, you might feel powerful and confident by night as well. So when we move to Saturday, oh God, allergy starting. So this week closes with insight, sensitivity, and reality check. At 3 in the morning, remember, as I kept saying, the moon's still going, it moved. Now it will be at 9, it's gonna be at 18 degrees, but at 3 in the morning, it's gonna be at its perfection, as we say, with this trine to with Mercury. But you're gonna feel when you wake up, and the mind and emotions are flowing together, so you can express how you feel clearly without overthinking. Just be careful with them with Mercury in Aries, because even the communication flows, they are both in sign in both the moon and Mercury are in fire signs, Leo and Aries. Aries can be impulsive, fast, um, and speak your truth, but not really minding the words. And so Venus, what do we have on these days? Venus sextile Neptune's. Venus here, yeah, is sextiling Neptune. This is an energy as well that will be going on for a few days with its peak on the 26th, so the next day, but it's 1 degree, 2 degrees is going on. And Neptune is the planet of love, romance, beauty, and money. Then Venus, sorry, and Neptune is dissolving all of that. I'm kidding. That's so mean to say that. But it could be bringing some dreamy love as well, some beautiful, very spiritual love, or it can be. Yeah, it's love feels poetic, and connections feel spiritual in all of that, and creativity is heightened for sure. Um, yeah, just remember that Neptune can blur lines, so it's beautiful for inspiration, but not always for clarity. Okay, what we have, the sun in Taurus, where are you? Ooh, 5 degrees, so it's a square to Pluto once again, so that's deep. That's power struggles, I would say. It could be, yeah, it doesn't have to. It could be just transformation as well in the self, in the way you see yourself or what you want for your life. Your 10th house is directed to the future, so you might be questioning, so what's next when it comes to your career and what you want. And you might feel this way this day, especially. A bit of a tension, yeah, between control and surrender, comfort and transformation, staying safe and evolving. Exactly, because you, with the moon being Taurus, you want stability. You don't like changes. You don't like to move. You like to you like your safety and comfortable zone. But Pluto here is asking for a change, for transformation, and it's not a sudden one like Uranus does. Yeah, it's not something unexpected. It's something that comes and and takes time, and it's a slow transformation in Aquarius, which is all about detachment. On your 10th house, again, career, something related to your career, to your public life, to your aspirations in life. Yeah, it's not here, by the way, this square is not here to break you. Okay, it's here to transform what what no longer aligns to what you are and what you want. There is a misalignment here, and you need to face the changes. um yeah, that's what I have for Saturday. Okay, that's what I have for the week. So you can see it was a bit of a week, yeah. There is some emotional waves to clarity, to expansion, to expression, and finally this transformation. It's not a passive week at all. But you know what? This is a week that moves you. Either you are ready or not. That's it. That's what I have. So, Taurus, thank you very much for watching again. And welcome one more time to my channel. I know you're new here. I am too, because I've just started my YouTube channel a few weeks ago. And I really appreciate you. And I'll see you again next week. Have a lovely week ahead. Thanks for watching. Oh, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, whatever. Yeah, do all the things. Thank you.